save our planet, urgent action still needed on climate change. Leading up to the conclusion of this year's United Nations climate change talks in South Africa, Supreme Master Television spoke with meeting participants. Especially highlighted was awareness of the most urgent and effective planet-cooling solution, the organic vegan diet.
It has been an intense 2 weeks of discussions for the United Nations delegates here in Durban, South Africa. Delegates now returning home know clearly that there is still a lot more to be done, and world citizens pray that climate change will stay high on the agenda. Climate change impacts are real and dangerous.
You will have a vast amount of melting of the permafrost, which will release a lot of methane and carbon dioxide. And the methane is actually the biggest concern because of its powerful ability to retain heat and absorb heat. And that has the ability to cause rapid climate change and runaway climate change at the end.
It has also been encouraging to find that delegates are supportive of the organic vegan diet solution. Given the research that warns of meat's detrimental effects on health and the environment, the issue was even discussed by experts at several events.
We often forget the food and agriculture sector, a major contributor to global warming. The main driver is increasing demand for animal products, for meat and dairy. And we estimated that if you could reduce animal source saturated fat in countries like the UK and Brazil, we could reduce heart disease deaths by about 15% in those two countries.
This healthy lifestyle means more vegetables, and of course we need to encourage that.
We don't have much time, and the more we do to promote our good vegetarian lifestyle, the better it will be for our future generations.
If you're going to revere God's creation, you're going to look after your own health, your family's health, your friends' health, do the right thing to save the earth, you're going to have to go vegetarian. You actually have no choice.
Meanwhile, members of Supreme Master Qinghai International Association have distributed in total over 20,000 SAS flyers, 26,000 DVDs, 24,000 copies of Supreme Master Qinghai's book From Crisis to Peace, and more than 40,000 servings of tasty vegan fare.
It's an organization that obviously has realized that there's a change that we can make on a very small level. Just changing what's in your plate can have a big impact on climate change, and I think that's very commendable.
Supreme Master Television, Durban, South Africa.
Our thanks, participating governments, organizations, scientists, and individuals for your sincere endeavors toward protecting humanity from climate change. May we soon see more and more informed actions on the organic vegan way to halt global warming disasters.
During a June 2011 video conference in Mexico, Supreme Master Qinghai highlighted the essential advocacy of the plant-based lifestyle for governments to be able to halt climate change.
So, just this one change, simple change, small change in our diet to an organic vegan diet. This will help all the governments of the world to afford climate change mitigation and preserve biodiversity. It will also help us protect food security and conserve water. What is the use for us to satisfy our taste right now with meat when we know for certain that in the future our children will go hungry, our world will collapse? What is the use of that? However tasty the meat is, we have to consider this option and change it so that the world can continue to survive and thrive in abundance and happiness and health.